Good morning, everybody, and happy Monday. So good to have you with me playing Hogwarts Legacy today. So I updated my graphic card drivers to the latest version because Hogwarts Legacy was just hollering at me, saying that I needed to upgrade my drivers, saying that the current version wasn't supported, which might help explain all of those crashes to desktop I was experiencing while playing the game. Anyway, I updated the drivers, and now the game is building shaders, and it's taking like twice as long for the game to build the shaders than it usually does. So I don't know what that means. Hopefully we will be able to actually play the game today. But anyway, hope you had a great weekend. It was a lot of fun for me. I got a lot done. Tons of shorts published this weekend, even more coming this week that you can look forward to. There's a lot to do. We started The Last of Us Part 1 last week, which we started streaming on Wednesday. That's right, we were replacing Hogwarts Legacy on Wednesday with The Last of Us Part 1, and that was a really interesting game, and I'm looking forward to tackling it again this week. As for Hogwarts Legacy, I really want to focus on the major quests. So we're going to try and focus on the major side quests involving Sebastian and Naomi, I think her name is. And of course the primary plot, because those are the plot lines I really want to get done. I don't want with Hogwarts to happen what happened with Assassin's Creed Odyssey. And Assassin's Creed Odyssey was a great game, but I just got so burned out by the end of it. It was, just the great voice acting was wonderful. The plot was a lot of fun, even though it got really convoluted towards the end there. But the DLCs were pretty good. But by the time I got to the Trials of Atlantis, the Atlantis DLC, it was just so repetitive and yeah, I kind of got burned out. And I don't want that to happen with Hogwarts Legacy. So we're going to focus on the major quests and the major storylines so that by the time we're done, we can at least say that we've tackled the story. And then if we have time later, we can do all of the Merlin trials. So that's the plan. If you have other games that are on the horizon that you would like to see me tackle, let me know. We're already doing Last of Us, Hogwarts Legacy, and Resident Evil 4 Remake, which we started that 2 weeks ago, and that has been a lot of fun. We got pretty far last week, despite some technical problems. Not sure what happened. I had a great broadcast for almost the entire thing for about 3.5 hours, and then suddenly it started throttling me. My local Comcast is rubbish, just absolutely rubbish. Anyway, it's good to see everybody today. Toby and Harold on Facebook, so good to see you. And of course, it's wonderful to see all of the regulars and the members and the Patreon supporters on YouTube today. Survivor from the old era, first in the chat, Alt Grendel, Mr. Virus, Shadow 787, Fanboy AR, Snowman 3, Maita D Mister, and Padre with the first super chat of the day says B5, B12, and C show up at your door. What do? Invite them in. Vitamin B5, B12, and C. Vitamin C. Invite them in. What should Tony Stark use to update his Android friend? Vitamin A. It improves vision. Someone threw a bottle of omega-3 vitamins at me, but I'm okay. The wounds were superficial. Superficial. The wounds were superficial. Superficial omega-3. Cheers, Padre. Thank you for that. So good. The first foray into the dad jokes of the broadcast and the week. Well done, Padre. Julian Z says, good morning, Ox. So good to see you on this Legacy Monday. Hope you're well. Does that mean you won't do any side quests? Or that you will just avoid all the puzzles? I don't know what that means. It means I want to focus on the stories. And I don't want to preclude any puzzles that might come by. But so, for example, last week when we found the Depulso room, I mean, I could have sunk an hour and a half into trying to figure out the Depulso room. I put 5 minutes into it and I was like, you know what? No, I'm not doing this. And that's the way I'm thinking. If it's a really boring, repetitive task like the Merlin trials, I'm probably going to skip them. I mean, I think I've got 2 or 3 Merlin trials left to go, and then I increase my inventory space, so I might do a few of those, but that's about it. If I happen to see an observatory platform, I'll tackle it. I'm not going out of my way. So my focus is going to be on the quests on the map. If I happen to stumble upon other stuff, I'll do it if it's convenient. Snowman 3 says, been 2 months since Hogwarts release. Ox is bored. I think you're bored, Snowman 3, based on the comments you've sent in previous live streams. I'm not bored, but I also understand that I'm broadcasting live on the internet. And if I, as a hobby, in my free time, was trying to be a completionist, I'd probably take my time and go through everything. But, you know, I'm not doing just that. And I've got to focus on the story, because that's what I'm doing with my channel. I focus on the lore, I focus on the stories, and so once we kind of get through all of that, if we have time, maybe we'll do some of the more repetitive stuff. All right, I'm gonna put the chat over here. And start the game. Mr. Hornsbottom. Julian Z says, Ox, what about the treasure vaults? You love treasure. I do, but, I mean, the treasure vaults are the most boring part of the game. 9 out of 10 of the treasure vaults are just find the vault and walk inside. Then loot the treasure. Every now and then we'll find a treasure vault that has a small minor puzzle, usually involving skeletons that you have to manipulate to form a ramp. Okay, but most of the treasure vaults are really just sort of there to take up space. Okay, why can't I see my mouse? There it is. Right, I'm trying to figure out where I was. Oh, we finished something with Sebastian, didn't we? Yeah, I think we found the triptych fragment. Okay, hold on. Before we go to the map chamber, let's see. The headmistress speaks. I still haven't gotten Bombarda yet. I gotta find a Deary Call. Talk to Poppy. All right, since we're on this, let's focus on this. In the map chamber.
Welcome back.
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away.
I understand. Very well. I'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
Okay, so I knew that we would eventually find our way to the headmaster's office during the course of the quest. But I managed to get there early because the chat sent me there once I had the ability to unlock the door. But now we just need to find a way to get up there, which we've already figured out. Wait, speak to Professor Fig in his office? Figure out a way to get into the headmaster's office. All right, so that's a different quest. The Polyjuice plot? No, it's the same one. I need to speak to Professor Fig about how to get into the headmaster's office. The keepers have something planned for me there. Okay, so find Professor Fig. It's probably in his classroom. Jeez. Wow, that's Okay, let's just... All's well that ends well. Speak to the Hufflepuff in the astronomy ring. Conjuration spellcraft. Yeah, if I get to it. Neil Lindgren says, I love this game, but stuff like the treasure vaults and other factors make the game seem a bit rough, despite the amount of time they took to make it.
But if I said it was for an essay for history...
You know, I get the impression, I feel like there are many game developers who, for marketing reasons, really want to be able to say, this game has 90 hours of gameplay. This game has 120 hours of gameplay, right? They really want to be able to say exactly how much gameplay this game has. But they don't really want to make a story that lasts 120 hours. You know, like Red Dead Redemption 2, for example. They want a game with 120 hours of gameplay, but they don't want to have to, write 120 hours of dialogue or hire voice actors to record 120 hours of voice acting. So what they'll do is they'll make their story, and instead of selling, a $40 game or a $50 game with 30 hours of gameplay, they really want that $60 game with 120 hours of gameplay. So then they put in a bunch of really low effort, rinse and repeat, repeatable tasks that take time. And this is something that we've come to expect in multiplayer games, right? Which is one reason why I don't like playing a lot of multiplayer games. But to find a lot of that in single-player, offline games is annoying and frustrating. That said, I'm really enjoying my playthrough of Hogwarts Legacy, right? The story, in addition to the combat, I don't think it feels rushed. I don't think they had all of these grand plans and then just ran out of time. I think that they just padded the content of the game with a bunch of other fluff. Like the treasure vaults, which are really low effort and spread around. And the Merlin trials, there are about 5 or 6 really good ones. And then they just use those same 5 or 6 over and over again to make up the 95 that we find in the game, right? So, and then the list of challenges that you go through to unlock gear, it just takes a lot of time and doesn't really add much to the plot. Though the world building aspect is really good. Anyway, where was I? I am trying to find Professor Fig, right? Right. Oh, I'm already there.
How could she refuse?
I mean, I don't want to sound like I'm complaining too much because I think that a lot of the stuff in Hogwarts is extremely creative and fun, and it's not padding. Like all of the puzzles and the secrets we can find. It's just when you get outside of Hogwarts and you're exploring the world, a lot of that seems to be really kind of low effort and repetitious. Who's this guy? Have we talked to this guy yet? No. It's just some other portrait. Okay, I'm getting frame drops, and that's despite upgrading my graphics driver. Really hope we don't crash the desktop. Oh god, what the heck? Alright, Figgy.
We should speak with Mr. Bickle's friends. I believe I can sneak away without drawing my mother's eye. Meet me near Hogsmeade, and we will devise a plan.
Okay.
Professor Fig, the Keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the portkey. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now. Where is the next trial?
Believe it or not, it's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. Very well. You'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I don't know the headmaster's house elf. Will he even speak to me? I imagine he's loyal to the headmaster.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing. A polyjuice potion. You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't Polyjuice Potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew?
It does.
So how do you already have Polyjuice Potion to change into Professor Black?
Good question.
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the ministry
Just
on
in case
his
the
behalf.
plot requires
Now,
it.
time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more. How do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
Now to find the headmaster's house elf.
All right, see, this is what I'm talking about when it comes to like the questionable moral stands this game takes. Because we just last week we talked about curses and why they're unforgivable, and the curse is unforgivable because you're forcing a person to do something against his will, you're controlling a person's thoughts. Okay, fine, but we just drank a polyjuice potion that transformed us into another person, so we can convince other people who otherwise wouldn't talk to us against their will that we're that person, and that's not a curse. That's not a black magic. That's not unforgivable. I mean, just use your imagination for a minute. What could you do with a potion like this? To turn yourself into anybody and fool anybody into thinking that you're someone else, what could you do with that? What could you take with that? Who could you betray with that? But using this potion isn't unforgivable? How is this any better or less worse than using a spell to control an otherwise murderous person to commit suicide, right? Anyway, Mulchris says, yay, I get to listen to Ox on my birthday while at work. Game on, good sir. Thank you, Mulchris. Happy birthday. Cat5 says, talk to as many people as you can in this quest. I intend to. Right. Everyone's gonna think I'm the headmaster.
Professor, a moment of your time, please. Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp. Places to be.
Of course, sir. Only, you'd asked me about a particular potion, and I
did? I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
Oh, really? We can say, or I will decide what's best.
I assure you, Sharp, you may speak freely.
Oh, come on. Oh, wow. 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 Was that a really tough graphical sequence? That really awful dialogue? Just the dialogue had so many motion blurs and so much lens flare. Is that why it had to crash? I upgraded my graphic drivers just before the broadcast to avoid issues like this, and I'm no longer getting the warning saying that the game isn't optimized for my current drivers, and yet it's still crashing to desktop. At this point, I really can't blame myself. I mean, sure, the 500 tabs. Actually, I reset my computer recently, so at the moment, I do not have 500 tabs open on this particular computer. I've got them saved so that when I start Google Chrome, they're all going to pop up, but they're currently not active. So we can't blame the tabs. We can't blame the drivers. What can we blame at this point? And yet, am I the only one that's getting these issues? The game crashes during a dialogue sequence. Why? It's a dialogue sequence. It's not like a huge combat, or it's not like a stairs, you know, those really awful graphically intensive stairs in Hogwarts where I'm constantly crashing by taking the stairs. No, it's a dialogue sequence. Okay, now it's having a hard time launching. Do I sound pissed off? I mean, I promise I'm not that pissed off. It's just, you know, I'd like to be able to get through a dialogue sequence without the game crashing is all. It's not an unrealistic expectation, I don't think. Phil says, got to upgrade your PC. My PC is upgraded. I'm running the latest version of Windows. I yesterday upgraded all of my drivers. Like that. What could I possibly do? All right, now it's not launching because it says it's already launched. Hold on a second. Oh. Okay. Let me just exit Steam altogether. Manually exit Steam. Okay, now let's fire it back up. Snowman3 says, let's change the subject. I'm loving the shirt you're sporting today, you sexy lore master. And remember, don't drive angry. Don't drive angry. Snowman3, what was wrong with my previous subject? You didn't like what I was talking about earlier? You felt the need to change the subject? Why? If you don't like what I'm saying, what are you doing here? Kidding, Snowman 3, giving you a hard time. Thank you for complimenting my shirt and calling me a sexy lore master. I do appreciate it. Don't drive angry, I won't. I never do. Unless I'm, on a horse, in which case I'm always angry because I'm on a horse. Okay. Yay, preparing shaders. We get to sit through the lovely preparing shaders for 5 minutes. Still preparing those shaders. Boy, those shaders need to be prepared. And if they're not prepared, man, we will be experiencing the game in a way the developers did not intend. Because clearly they intended for me to crash to desktop every time I had a dialogue sequence. Or when I used the stairs. Prepare those shaders. Gotta prepare those shaders. Oh, those shaders. Wow. There we go. Shaders adequately prepared. Sean Fernango says, PC Master Race, right? Lol. Hey, look.
Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp. Places to be.
Of course, sir. Only, you'd asked me about a particular potion, and I
did? I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
All right, I was trying to say, I will decide what's best.
I assure you, Sharp, you may speak freely.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir.
That's great.
If you insist.
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
Now, to determine which student gets this rather unenviable task.
Oh, this is going to be great. I hope we can do all sorts of stuff like that.
Chewing with your mouth open? Where are your manners?
Oh, this is great. Horn's Bottom is having a wonderful time. Julian Z says, what about getting yourself an RTX 4090, lol? I mean, yeah, but I'm just tired of upgrading my graphics card every single year.
When I witness what passes for magic in these halls, I simply mourn for the future of the wizarding world.
Oh, he's really getting into his role here.
I thought I heard the headmaster approaching.
I can't Revelio. Oh, man.
Gareth! Mr. Weasley, what are you doing here? Don't you have somewhere to be?
Oh, Professor, yes, of course. All sorts of places I'd rather be right now. Do you need something from me?
I'm looking for my house elf. Surely you've seen him?
Ah, the little one-eared fellow. I saw him heading to the Great Hall moments ago, muttering on about your, sterling graces, sir.
I am watching you, Mr. Weasley. Mr. Redding, who owns Honeydukes, tells me some of his billywig stings recently went missing. Prime potion ingredient. And I know you fancy yourself a skilled potioneer.
What? But, sir, I haven't been anywhere near Honeydukes.
Bah! That's enough from you. Just know that I have eyes and ears everywhere. On your way, Mr. Weasley.
Oh, this is great. I mean, morally awful, but great.
Oh, there's one for my diary.
All right, track down the house elf.
Where to next?
Wrong voice! That was in my voice, not his voice. Maybe that was his internal monologue. Yeah, maybe he was thinking to himself, oh, we've got Christmas decorations. Isn't that a nice touch? I can't Revelio. Oh, man.
Greetings! I mean, out of my way, children!
Because greetings is also weird. Just walking into the hall. Greetings! Out of my way, children.
Master, here, what could you want?
Ominous!
Mr. Gaunt, where do you think you're going?
I beg your pardon, sir. I'm simply on my way outside.
Taking the day off, eh? Typical student, wasting the hours away.
I have to write 20 inches on Dittany and its uses. Was heading to the greenhouse.
Ah, yes! Mixed with bubo tuber pus makes a fine mustache paste. Yes, mustache paste. I find.
Are you feeling all right, sir? You don't seem yourself.
I assure you I am quite healthy, Gaunt. If I need a medical diagnosis, I shall head to St. Mungo's.
Poor Ominous. But Ominous is the first person to detect that something is off.
Something is very wrong with Professor Black. Dittany and Boobertuber pus. Moustache paste.
He's smart. I like Ominous a lot.
Stand proud, purebloods. The future is yours.
What a thing to say. Oh, God.
Professor, a word? I should like to speak with you, Professor. Professor Black, again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch. We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than none at all.
But the injury, Madam Kogawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocked some sense into them. And they're fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? You are quite impossible sometimes. Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
That would be unwise, we could say, or please do. Yeah, let's get Quidditch back.
Good idea. I can even provide the parchment should you need it. Now, where is my elf?
Parchment? Very well, I will, and with pleasure.
Yeah.
And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kogawa.
Boy, he's just making friends everywhere he goes, this Mr. Black. Brett Bus says, come on, Ox.
Deserve him as a headmaster.
Come on, Ox, says Brett Bus. Just get a second mortgage to help pay for the 4090. It's what a real PC gamer would do. Kidding, of course. Thank you, Brett Bus. I just want to invest money into a PC and have it work flawlessly for like 5 years. Can I get that?
I wonder almost daily why I accepted this appointment from the ministry.
I want to get 5 years out of a good PC before I have to upgrade it. John de Giambaradino with a very generous super chat says, just in case you'd want to upgrade to a 4090. You guys are trying to get me to upgrade my computer. I suppose it needs an overhaul. I mean, it was brilliant 3 years ago when I built it. What are you kids doing?
Hope it's not about anything I've been doing.
Stop it, children! Stop playing with the fancy hats! This is a school of learning! How are you learning with a hat on your head? Stop it, child! Stop it, children! I am Professor Black. I do not like fun. Go to your studies, you kids!
Miss Broom, a word.
Oh, Professor, this is an interesting surprise. It's Bloom, by the way.
Remind me of your area of affinity, Broom. OWLs are swift approaching.
Charms, sir. Non-verbal spells. Might work on one that makes me disappear.
Well, keep at it, Broom. And before you know it, you'll be as invisible as that new fifth year seems to be.
They're not invisible, sir. I've seen them near the library. In fact, they help me with my, heavy books.
Speaking of invisible, where's my blasted house elf?
Something seems a little off with the headmaster.
Whoa! It may be Christmas, but I'm a grump. You kids have better not have fun. Are you having fun? Stop! Stop having fun! You can't learn if you're having fun. I am Professor Black.
If you
Christmas!
must speak with me, consult my secretaries or what have you. Now move along.
Professor, I need to speak to you.
She's gonna see through me.
Hello, Professor Black.
Ah, Professor Weasley. How delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh, very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more, leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here as it is.
Interesting. We could lie and say that he's handling secret ministry matters, or we could say, and I don't miss him. That's probably something Professor Black would say.
I realize that, and I'd like to keep it that way.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly on Professor Fig's behalf. I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapades. Everything from sneaking into the Forbidden Forest to confronting Ranrock's loyalists and Rookwood's lot.
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. No, you cannot. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful.
That's wonderful job.
Thank you.
Simply wonderful.
But I'm happy to look into...
Good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley. Good day.
A wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig? I shall never understand that man.
Julian Z says, Ox,
That ought to give Professor Fig some breathing room.
He says, so you're saying that we have to wait 2 more for you to get the 4090? Because that'll be 5 years, lol. Yeah, I don't want to have to, plunk down a chunk of change every other year or every year just to get the latest and greatest graphics card. You should be able to play a game like this without crashing during a dialogue scene with a card that's only a couple years old. Hey, kids! Stop eating sweets! It's bad for your studies! Look at all this food! Will you become gluttons? I can't have fat wizards! A pureblood doesn't get fat! So he can eat, but you're not all purebloods. You're gonna get fat wizard children. They'll laugh at me and call me the headmaster of fat wizard children because of all the food you're eating. Look at this gluttonous display. Go eat wheat and corn and grass.
Professor Black is happy with Scrope's performance as his house elf. There's no doubt in Scrope's mind.
Attention, students. I hereby decree that the Great Hall be forthwith decorated in the elegant banners of Ravenclaw. I shall be taking no questions at this time. Or ever.
Hey, look at that. Ravenclaw banners, love it.
Scrope!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone, even Master himself.
Ninten says disguise 100. Thank you, Ninten. All right, we've got 2 options. You dare question me? Or I've changed my mind. I think he would probably say, you dare question me.
How dare you question me? I've a mind to give you a matching set of ears.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Scrope begs forgiveness. It is the Black family motto, Master.
right. Of course. I,
Master does remember it.
I mean, there's no way I can not know Did he just threaten to cut off his ear? Yikes. It has to do with purity of blood. It has to do with my family's reign. It's to do with strength. God, I have no idea. I didn't realize it would be quiz time in the wizarding world. It's probably all three of these things. I'm gonna guess purity of blood.
it's pure bloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
Ah, yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh, but Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pur.
Ha! Thank you. Never speak of this conversation with me or anyone else.
Of course, sir. Scrope shall try his best to keep out of Master's way.
The polyjuice potion's wearing off. I best get out of sight.
What a way. Oh, no, he's burping. He's burping and the effects are wearing off. Gotta get out of here before we burp out the potion. Ravenclaw. Oh, God. Stop burping. Barn bottom. It's disgusting. All right,
Made it just in time.
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked. Now to speak the password to the gargoyle.
All right, quest complete. The Polyjuice plot. New quest available. Well, I don't want to miss out on these other really fun side quests. And yet I kind of want to see where this takes me. Stop Ranrock and Rookwood. A basis for blackmail. Oh, yeah, we need to talk to Natty, talk to Poppy. Still got to learn Bombarda. And purchase a broom upgrade from Albie Weeks. I definitely want a broom upgrade. But let's finish this one. I got to talk to the gargoyle to get to the headmaster's office. Right. It's Christmas in Hogwarts. All the people sing. Ravenclaw and Slytherin, hark hark. A Hufflepuff. Up and up and up. Ooh. Hey.
Confringo.
Well, now how am I going to get that?
Accio.
Hey. Okay. Is that it, or is there anything else further up? Have I been to the very top yet? Yeah, that's as high as it goes. All right. That's right. And we found this secret when we were here last, but I think we got all the loot in here. We'll have to keep a lookout for other secrets. That's right, and we read all of the lore in here. Up we go.
The gargoyle. That's where I need to speak the password.
All right, there's the gargoyle that I couldn't get past earlier, even when I dropped down on top of it.
Toujours pure. I wonder if all the elite wizarding families have a motto. Revelio.
Sleeping portraits. Not all headmasters and headmistresses enjoy reliving the day-to-day challenges of running a school of witchcraft and wizardry. Some prefer to enjoy a well-earned nap when possible. So these are all previous headmasters, and these guys are sleeping. Better to sleep than watch Professor Black work, I suppose. Right. We made it up.
It's good to see you.
All thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking. Now what?
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber and read the book that appears.
What can I expect to find in the book?
A story. I cannot say more. You may recognize some elements of it, as I was inspired by a tale with which many wizarding children are familiar.
I suspect there will be more to this than reading a book.
Your suspicions are correct. We shall speak when you are finished.
Has this been under the headmaster's nose all this time? Revelio.
All right, I read that note earlier.
That must be the pedestal.
I thought there was going to be more to this when we came by. Whoa! Sucked into the book.
Where am I?
Ooh.
Professor Fitzgerald? Can you hear me?
I am here. In this place, you may call me Neve. You shall be witness to a fable. Pay attention. Things are not always as they seem. You must move swiftly and cautiously. Use the tools you encounter to find me.
Okay.
The first you will need is a cloak.
Cloak. Right. Well, the quest marker wants me to go that way, but can I find loot in a book? Oh, I can't go in the house. Make your way through the town without being seen.
In this place, as in life, death takes many forms. Avoid each of them at all costs.
Well, do I have spells? I don't have spells, and I can't crouch. Collection updated, Death's Shadow. Okay, there we go. Now I can actually crouch. Julian Z says, Ox, just for your future use, there is a Diricall just south of the lower Hogsfield in a ruin which appears on the map even if you haven't discovered it. Okay, thank you, Julian Z. I'll try and tackle that after we finish this. Alright, don't be seen, don't get caught. Well, I mean, I'm in a storybook, so I don't need to worry about loot. Let's just creep through as quickly as possible.
I should have run when I could. I'd be free by now.
Oh my god.
I'd best move while I can. Neve must be here somewhere. I need to time this just right.
Oh no! I timed it incorrectly, I guess. Your journey has ended. Alright, well, I died inside the book. I can't loot in the book, but I can definitely die in the book. Well, let's try this, again.
This is my chance. I'm coming, Neve. I need to time this just right.
Alright, well, I didn't touch any of them, so I just gotta wait for them to turn around, I guess. Like so.
I see. A staircase straight ahead.
With a skeleton creature right in my way.
Ladder. Perhaps they won't be able to find me if I go up there.
Collection updated, Death's Dark Mongrel. The Adventurer says, hey, just woke up. Who else is going to make popcorn while watching some show on CNN tomorrow? Watching the show on CNN tomorrow? Is that about the indictment? Tomorrow I'm working on a lore video, but I am interested in learning the results.
They're gone. For now. I need to get out of here. Where could Neve be?
Probably by the quest marker. Oh god, there are
too many.
Bunch of them.
I must cross this road as fast as I can. That's where I need to go, but I need to find a way past them.
Yikes. Talk about plague and pestilence. Ooh. This is awful.
Nothing this way, no danger. There must be another way to find you. I need to turn back. There's no getting past them that way. like the only safe way forward. Closed tight. No way but forward, I suppose.
Hornbottom's internal monologue always knows what to do. Oh, great. Oh, great. Oh, just great. Have I said how great this is?
Now's my chance.
Oh, and we're through. Dodging death.
That's the way forward.
Ooh. Mysterious cloak. New item acquired.
Can this be? I think I'm invisible.
Was I not invisible before? Is this a different level of invisibility? Yeah, must be.
They can't see me at all. I can get closer to them.
It's great. Just don't touch them. Should be fine.
This is the way forward. Finally free. Now where are you, Neve?
You have outrun death thus far, but have yet to find me. Keep searching, but this time you will be unable to hide.
Oh, great.
Wield the wand you see before you. Do not squander its extraordinary power.
What lesson am I supposed to be learning from this, I guess? Vonrek says super stealthy Ox. You can do it. Thank you, Vonrek.
I've never felt such power.
Power overwhelming. All right.
Descendo!
No.
Depulso!
These are the only spells that I have available to me.
Bombarda!
I don't even have that spell yet.
Descendo! Defendo!
Oh, geez, that... not too bad. But I do have my cabbages? No, I can't use my cabbages. Of course I can. I'm in a storybook. It wouldn't make sense.
Bombarda! Descendo! Depulso! Descendo! Defender! Bombarda! Protego! Depulso! Bombarda! Bombarda. Defender. Depulso. Protego. Defender. Bombarda. Defender. Bombarda. Descendo. Bombarda. Depulso.
Alright, I got hit once. That's pretty good, right? Change the Punk says, this is the story of the Deathly Hallows. 3 brothers beat death in a game and are granted wishes. One wishes for a cloak to hide from death. One for an all-powerful wand. One for a ring to see dead family. Deathly Hallows, that's the name of one of the movies, right? So did this actually happen in the wizarding world? Von Reck gifted 5 Oxhorn memberships to the community. Thank you, Von Reck, and congratulations to Laura, Tony J, Kenny, Levi Durov, and Samuel. Thanks again, Von Reck, and congrats to everyone. All right, no loot. Hey, loot! I can't. Oh, it's Wiggenweld potions. What am I? How am I using potions inside a storybook? But then again, how am I casting spells inside a storybook? Big arena, big fight. Death! Oh, death.
Bombarda. Bombarda. Defender. Stupid one. Bombarda. Bombarda. Defender. Bombarda. Depulso. Defender. Bombarda. Descender. Stupid. Bombarda.
Oh!
Stupid. Descender. Depulso. Bombarda. Defender. Bombarda. Defender. Descendo. Bombarda. Protego. Stupid.
He's just standing by watching.
Bombarda. Protego. Stupid one. Bombarda. Infindo. Descendo.
Death did not like that. The adventurer says kind of exists. It's technically a fairy tale to tell children in the books, but all fairy tales have some truth to them, right? I mean, truth loosely, I suppose. I mean, the tale of Hansel and Gretel, did that actually happen? No, but is there truth there? I mean, sure, the truth is, don't trust strangers in gingerbread houses who offer you lots of sweets. Right? A very good truth to learn. But did Hansel and Gretel actually happen? Probably not.
Depulso.
Okay. So this is going to be what? A ring that allows us to talk to the dead?
A simple stone. This must be for me.
You are far from finished. Pass through the mourners ahead. Nothing is what it seems.
She's gone. Neve's dead.
Oh, poor Neve. Gone so young.
Let us always honor her memory.
We won't be the same without her.
So Neve died young. Plague, maybe? Hello, death.
You found me, but you cannot undo what has been done. The magic of the stone can only conjure a shadow of my former self.
Witness Neve Fitzgerald's memory. Well, what happened to poor Neve?
But there is no light without shadow, as there is no shadow without light. Simply because you can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should.
Right. Spare me the riddles.
Remember that as you witness my memory.
Here comes a tear. I'm gonna hate this, aren't I? It's gonna be super sad.
Isadora, what you did for your father was remarkable, wasn't it? And Percival needn't worry about the strands of emotion or the traces that this magic leaves. I found a way to contain all of it.
You haven't stopped.
Goblin Silver.
You spoke to a goblin about this.
Don't worry, he has no idea what we're containing.
We don't know what effect any of this may have. The emotions, the dark traits.
You sound like Percival. And as it happens, I do know. It is a source of strength, of focus. Somehow it enhances my ability to wield magic.
I don't follow, Isadora.
I think we can harness it.
Power like this is not to be toyed with. In the wrong
You
hands,
saw what I did for my father. Oh, Neve, imagine the good we could do. Everyone is in some kind of pain.
Oh!
What are you doing? Breathe it in. Can you feel it?
Oh, Isadora. This must stop. All of it.
You've kept this power to yourselves for so long because you fear it. I choose to embrace it.
Well, that can't end well. Did she just inhale her pain? Return to the map chamber. Hey, Figgy. He's just sitting here twiddling his thumbs. Poor Fig.
Is it true? Has someone completed the first 3 trials?
It is, and I have.
But you are so...
Young? I know. You must be Professor Bakar.
I am.
Pleased to meet you. The pensive memory I just witnessed, was Isadora inhaling painful emotions?
She was.
It was fascinating, we could say, or it was disturbing.
I found it disturbing. But how did she gain power from it? How did she harness it?
It was disturbing. Although, I wonder that you are asking about her power. I hesitate to reveal the location of my pensive to someone who, perhaps, has yet to understand the responsibility of power.
I can assure you, Professor, I do. In fact, what you don't yet know is that a dangerous goblin called Ranrock has accessed the repository at Rookwood Castle. He has learned to harness the contents of it as a source of immense power. He plans to use that power against wizardkind. We have no time to waste.
I see. Nonetheless, the knowledge you shall gain after you witness my memories is too valuable to share without further consideration. I shall require time to confer with the other keepers.
It seems we have no choice but to wait, frustrating as it is. I heard what you told Professor Bakar. Isadora was inhaling emotions to gain power?
She was. And she pulled emotions, as she did from her father, from Professor Fitzgerald, without permission.
Monstrous.
What's more, she said that she found a way to store the traces of magic she extracted in goblin silver.
The repositories?
Possibly. There's something I didn't get a chance to tell you earlier. Ranrock has been digging at locations tied to the 5 names he found in the journals of a goblin metalworker named Bragball.
5 names? The Keepers, and who else? Isadora Morganac?
Precisely. That's how he's been one step ahead of us. Gringotts, the Tower, Rookwood Castle.
If the Keepers won't tell you where the next trial is yet, I say we at least maintain a watch on Ranrock. Perhaps he'll lead us to more information.
Perhaps. I hope to hear from Lodgok soon. I haven't heard anything since I learned of the drills. Oh, and as you've probably guessed by now, your Polyjuice plan worked like a charm.
I knew it would. I may have done too good a job distracting Black. I had no idea he can't hold his fire whiskey.
Uh-oh. Achievement unlocked, the Hallowed Hero. Well, that's one way to distract a headmaster. Get him drunk on whiskey. Quest complete. Neem Fitzgerald's trial. 1, 2, 3 down, 1 to go. We are nearing the completion of these trials. But there are a couple of things.
I shouldn't have reacted so bitterly about your goblin friend. I apologize. I hope we can finish what we started with the triptych. Please meet me at the southern coast. We can search for the final canvas piece.
Yes. Oh, yes, Professor Weasley? What was that? Did that one not work? Professor Weasley, did you have something to say? Where is she? Deke tells me he shared with you his experience with the Phoenix. Please check in with him when you get the chance. He has an idea for you that I thought is worth exploring, Professor Weasley. Did he tell me about a Phoenix? Yes, he did. His master tried to get him to steal a Phoenix feather. Okay, Bombarda was great. I enjoyed using that. But we don't have it yet. Phoenix Rising. Speak with Deke. Sky's the limit. Get an upgrade on my broom. I'm gonna want that. We could talk to Poppy to continue with her quest. Talk to Natty to continue with her quest. Where's Sebastian's quest on here? I don't see it. Okay, I can never pronounce this. Dear Recall. All right, chat tells me, Julian Seed said that it was in a ruin south of Lower Hogsmeade. In order to get Bombarda, I've got to get a Dear Recall for some reason. Let's do that. But first, let's go to our chamber and identify any unidentified stuff. No, I did the wrong one. Room of Requirement. There we go.
Deke has some exciting news to share.
Might as well talk to Deke while I'm here. Silver spectacles, an azure, a niffler scarf, all of which is worse. All right, Deke, what is it? Hello, Deke. Professor Weasley said you had an idea.
Hello, Deke. Professor Weasley said you had an idea.
Indeed, Deke does. Deke knows that you want to learn about all sorts of beasts, and Deke recently heard rumors of a phoenix nest in a nearby mountain.
A phoenix nest? I wonder if it belongs to the phoenix Natty mentioned. The one Harlow and the poacher pack are after.
Deke would not doubt it. If Deke has heard of it, surely the nasty poachers have as well, which means it could be in danger.
Oh, we'd better go kidnap it to keep it safe. Keep it from those poachers.
Well, I'd better go and rescue it then, hadn't I?
Deke thinks so. So majestic a beast should not fall into such vile hands. Deke is not sure why, but Deke feels that saving a phoenix might help to make amends for what happened with Deke's prior master. Deke hopes that you are able to find the phoenix and bring it to the room where it will be safe.
Okay, new quest available. Tell you what, let's go top up our potions here. Oh, I've got fertilizer. Full of invisibility potions. What was I doing there? Full of Maxima potions. Oh wait, this was the one that increases my magic. The focus potion. That's right. Somehow I got some Dugbog tongues. Alright, Hoppin' Feet. We got a Thunder Brew, but I'm full of Thunder Brew and Maxima. So much for the Hoppin' Feet. Nope, full of Thunder Brew. Erdus. Full of Erdus as well. Let's get that. No. Moonstone, that's what I want. Give me the Moonstone. Wiggenweld. Yep, I'll take your Wiggenweld here. And I'm full up on Wiggenweld potions. Time for some herbs. Chomping cabbages. Dittany leaves. Hello, sweet. And I'm full of venomous tentaculas and mandrakes, I think. Yep. Let's try. Sweet. More moonstone and fertilizer. Yeah. Alright, I got all the stuff. Let's go to Hogsmeade. Oh, there's a quest waiting for me in Hogsmeade. What's this? The unique unicorn. Speak with the woman in Hogsmeade Square. So many quests. Tell you what, let's work on my primary quests first. And then if we got time, we'll work on some of these side quests.
Thank you again for delivering those potions to Madame Lawing. Saved me a lot of time and trouble.
Jessica on Facebook says, "Hi Oxhorn, I'm watching your video about the Kings from Fallout New Vegas." Thank you. Yeah, the Kings were a whole lot of fun. A good Elvis-themed faction there in Fallout New Vegas, of course. Worse. Everything is going to be worse, won't it?
I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
Now, I do have a side quest here for the broom. And that is one I want to do, just because I love my broom. The sky's the limit. Let's go get it.
Hello again. Wonderful to see you. As before, I've arranged a special price on the broom upgrade for you. What are we looking for today?
Hey, broom upgrade. An enhancement that significantly increases your broom's acceleration and speed.
You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you.
I'll be thrilled? I don't really want to be thrilled. I think I'm thrilled enough, thanks. But if you mean thrilled, then yes, I will definitely be thrilled.
You're all set with the new upgrade. I can't wait to hear what you think. This may sound presumptuous, but...
You'd like me to report back with even more flight details.
You know me well. I feel I'm almost there. I just think I can improve broom flight a bit more. Miss Ray's is running a time trial at the South Coast course. Not ideal, really, what with rumours of Ranrock's lot and Ashwinders infiltrating the place. However, if you're flying high above them, you should be all right, I think.
They don't scare me.
I'm not worried, Mr. Weeks. I'll see if I can find Imelda.
I hope you are able to complete these trials. I have a feeling this final upgrade is going to be a sweeping success. Do be careful, of course. I shall look forward to hearing from you soon.
Because brooms, right? Sweeping? Oh,
I look forward to our next meeting.
Oh, Albie Weeks. Sweeping success. Dear God. Okay. I want to get Bombarda. Okay, so let's go to Lower Hogsmeade. World map. What is that? A basis for blackmail. Okay, that's Natty. Erinshire, Lower Hogsfield, Brockborough. All right, so it's Lower Hogsfield, right? Now I'm trying to remember what Julian said. It was a ruin south of Lower Hogsfield. Let's see if I can find it. South of Lower Hogsfield in a ruin, which appears on the map even if you haven't discovered it. Oop. Okay, well, here we are at Lower Hogsfield. A ruin. Well, it's got to be this one. There's an ancient magic hotspot here that I have not yet uncovered, so that's got to be it, right?
This place has seen better days.
It won't be long now before we find another repository.
Okay, I've got my knapsack.
That relic is the key to saving Anne. I know it. Meet me outside of Feldcrot as soon as you can.
Julian Z says, yes, Ox, that's the one. Okay, well, I hear a bunch of thugs in here, but I don't see any dearie claws. Let's venture forth.
Revelio.
Okay, well, that's not it.
Incendio. Defender. Incendio. Levioso. Defender. Incendio. Compulso. Defender. Incendio. Protego. Stupefy.
Tiny ones.
Who lived here, I wonder?
Can I climb this ladder? No. I mean, I could use my broom, but surely they have a way to get up there without using the broom. Okay, it looks like there's some scaffolding over here. Ah.
Revelio.
Right. Isn't this the one that I crawled into earlier? Yeah. Julian Z says, sorry, Ox, it's further south. Oh. Okay, well, let's get the
Revelio.
Objects of power while we're here. Oh my god.
Incendio. The castle must have been quite stately in its time.
Okay, one more to go.
Revelio.
And it's in that room.
That wasn't so difficult.
Okay, well, if it wasn't that ruin, and it's further south, it's got to be this ruin.
No witch or wizard will be spared.
Well, we've been through this area. Lots of Merlin trials already completed. And there's the ruin. Let's park over here. What was that?
Revelio. Abandoned long ago, no doubt.
No, it's not this one. We did this one. This is the one with the secret staircase. Yeah, right there. Julian Z says, Ox, you actually have to track it. Follow the quest marker. I mean... Oh. It's up on this hill. Okay. Thank you, Julian Z.
Do you remember the first life you took?
Protego! Defender! Ah, Levioso! Where's that goblin helm, you little thief? That's Incendio! Expulso! This is a Defender!
You've made a grave mistake.
You let Laura Treadwell go, didn't you?
Levioso!
Incendio.
Defender!
I know I'm not hearing things.
Levioso!
Release!
Depulso!
Oh!
Defender!
Alright, so quest marker's down there.
Revelio.
We've got something in this castle over here. Ah. And I guess I've gotten this one already. Yeah, there's the Merlin trial done. I already explored this castle. Oh, there they are.
Revelio.
It's a bunch of dodo birds.
Levioso. Assignment's all finished. Revelio. Levioso. Incendio. Defender. Levioso. Revelio. Levioso. Everything's all right now.
Okay, did I get them all?
Revelio.
Think I got them all. Attend beast class during the day. Can do. Okay, and when we get there, we'll have to wait for day. What the?
Revelio.
Tapestry of Barnabas the Barmaid. This tapestry depicts the wizard Barnabas the Barmaid's foolish attempt to train trolls for the ballet. One can only imagine the impact on the arts had he succeeded. Splat! They're trying, though. Look at him try. What's that noise?
Revelio.
A chained ghost. Creepy in any other game, but every day. Every day's sort of normal in this game.
Revelio.
Okay, I must have chosen the wrong Flue Flame, because I appeared far away from Beast's class. Oh, peeve. That's right, it's outside. Come on.
I don't know why you don't look at a snake.
Okay, another quest there. I suppose I should probably tackle it, but let's do that after Beasts class. Okay, we go today. She's like, did you have to do that right in my face?
Class dismissed.
Hello.
All you really needs a
Can't say I'm
montage.
terribly fond of all the dung in this class.
I take it you're ready to learn.
I completed your assignment, Professor. I'm ready to learn Bombarda now.
Good. Now, this spell comes with a caveat. It should only be used when necessary. The exploding charm, as you might suspect, can hurt people. Use caution when casting it.
Why am I learning an exploding charm from a beast class professor? I guess I don't see the connection between exploding things and capturing animals.
Is this something we should be learning in school?
Better for you to learn it in school, where we can instruct you properly as to its use. Now, you must be precise in your wand movements. We don't want you blowing your hand off. Go ahead. Nice and steady wand movements. Remember, the exploding charm is highly volatile.
I mean, the same argument could be made for learning curses and dark magic. Oh, well. Bombarda. All right.
Well done. Now, let us put it into practice, shall we? Go ahead and try it on the pumpkins.
Oh, yeah. I get to explode pumpkins.
Bombarda! Excellent wand work. Cast the spell just like that every time. Assured and in control.
Boom. I'm blowing up pumpkin.
Excellent. You have it well in hand.
Boom. All right. I got it. Now, let's see. We've got about half the broadcast left. I am really curious about Sebastian and Anne, but we did them last week. Let's try a basis for blackmail. We'll meet her outside Hogsmeade. Fast travel marker? No. All right, let's go there. You guys are making Smashing Pumpkins jokes? One of my favorite lines from Bowfinger. Steve Martin is flirting with a girl, and he's trying to relate to her. She says, "I love smashing pumpkins." And he's like, "Smashing pumpkins? I love to do that." Without realizing it's the name of a band.
These rocks have seen better days.
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
Yeah, is this the end of it? Is this it? We're done? After this?
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
Where am I to find these friends of his?
I do not know about Mr. Rabe, but his wife, Daisy, is often in Hogsmeade, as is Agabus Filbert. And Otto Dibble, he works at Gladrags, so you will likely find him there.
What sort of information am I trying to gather from these people?
They may know what evidence Mr. Bickle had against Harlow, or they may have evidence of their own. We simply need to know whatever they know.
Very well. I'll speak with them, see what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
Speak with Agabus Filbert, Daisy Rabe, and Otto Dibble. Time for Hornbottom to put on his interrogation face. Let's see, what's closer? Probably these.
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Blackmail.
Why wouldn't Harlow extort your husband?
Isco's job is even more removed from the vaults than mine. He travels the world for the bank. He could do nothing for Harlow. I'm the one in the bank on a daily basis, which evidently makes me an enticing target for blackmail.
Have you helped Harlow since your husband was taken?
No, I'm worried sick about Isco, but he'd never want me to compromise my integrity. I also know that he's extremely clever. That said, I was hoping he would have escaped by now. It makes me concerned as to why he hasn't.
I wonder why she hasn't approached the Aurors about this. This seems like something they would tackle.
Are you sure the note means that your husband was kidnapped?
What else could it possibly mean? Besides, I came home to find that someone had trampled the daisies in our garden. It may sound silly, but those were Isco's pride and joy. He would never have let that happen.
It's not silly. No, that's the kind of thing that you would notice. So that makes sense.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
Well, a bit too late for that. Mrs. Rabe, we do hope you will reconsider helping us with our banking needs. We've given you ample time to reach a decision on your own, but we are beginning to lose our patience. We know your husband would appreciate it if you were to see the value in our working together. Shall we expect a response by week's end? Best to keep this between us, if you understand our meaning.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you.
Definitely.
I hope it's not too late.
Time
Now,
to solve the
find
crime.
Mr. Bickle's other two friends.
Hopefully, it won't be solving a murder. Hopefully she can be reunited with her husband. Right, who's next? Otto Dibble or Agabus Filbert? I'm thinking Otto Dibble.
Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check there.
Please tell me you didn't take it. But perhaps it's been here all along.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right. But we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man. But even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What does he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it up for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
So wait a minute, he went to all that trouble to find some dirt on this guy, to blackmail him so he can steal scarves for his girlfriend? Is that it?
Could you give me a bit more detail about the note? That might help me to identify it should I come across it.
It's on Rosie's special pink stationery. It has her monogram at the top, RH. That's how Mr. Hill would know it was real.
What have you been doing to keep the extortion a secret?
Well, as I mentioned, creative bookkeeping. And I've also been trying to cover the costs with my own savings, but I'm running out of money. Of course, none of this bodes well for my efforts to improve my circumstances and to be worthy of Rosie.
I met Mr. Hill the day of the troll attack. He was kind to me. Why don't you just tell him?
He's a lovely man. But when it comes to Rosie, I fear he loses all perspective. He'd see this as a grave betrayal. I'd lose my job instantly, and Rosie as well.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous.
As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry
Destroy
off
all
before
evidence.
Mr. Hill returns. Where was I?
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends.
And that's a one Agabus Filbert. All right, Mr. Filbert. What exactly is this guy doing to get your assistance?
Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Tragic what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
We could say you were wise not to speak out, or you should have spoken out. I mean, he's alive now. Perhaps it was wisdom for him not to speak out. Timing is an important thing when it comes to revealing truth. Perhaps that wasn't the time, but maybe now it is the time.
You may have shared Mr. Bickle's fate if you had spoken out against Harlow as he requested.
Unfortunately, I suspect you're right.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again, but do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friend. Now to find Natty.
That's awful. His wife died before he could share with her what he did to her book of poetry. It was so thoughtful, and she never got to see it. I wonder how his wife died. Hopefully it was from natural causes. Wait a minute, have I done this one yet? No, I have not.
Aloha Mora.
Just a Wiggenwald potion in that big chest. Fine. Hey, that's better. Unidentified face item. Right, back to Natty.
If it thinks it's gone wrong,
It's not like Natty to be late.
Uh-oh.
She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there.
Oh, dear. Okay.
Revelio.
I'm just now getting this. Hogsmeade. The only all-wizarding village in Britain, Hogsmeade has been a favorite haunt of Hogwarts students, third years and up, for centuries. Well, she went to a seedy inn. Okay.
Aloha Mora.
Hopefully she went there of her own volition. Savian says, Ox, you missed the bobblehead inside the house. It's on the table. Oh, man. I'm always missing the bobbleheads. I'll get the notes, the loot, even the more intricate pieces of lore that are really hard to find. But the bobbleheads, while I just miss the bobbleheads every time. All right, an unidentified back item. Cool. All right, to the Hog's Head.
Natty must be around here somewhere.
Oh!
Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken.
Oh, no.
Revelio!
Time
Nosy
to
little
pound some
students get what's coming
justice.
to them.
Ooh, what? Through the inn and out back here.
Natty must have been taken this way.
Into the
I
cellar!
need to find her quickly.
An Ashwinder hideout. Okay. Time to rescue our classmates.
Footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward.
Well, there usually is when we see a big handle like that.
Accio! A hidden door. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
It's exhausting. Standing here all... I don't want to work with goblins. Not now. Not ever. Rookwood
I'd better be sure I'm not seen.
Optional. Find Agabus Filbert's book of poems. Optional. Find Otto Dibble's love letter.
Revelio.
It's not gonna work. Using that girl as bait, and I'm becoming fine. We ought to just kill her. Only a Hogwarts student would be arrogant enough to come in here alone.
So they're using her as bait.
It's always easy to blame everyone except yourself. Never could it be of your own hand that fortune eludes you. I reckon blame is a popular tool. But a weak.
Hey! If I likes it, I takes it.
Isn't it best, though, to sense one's ways?
Yeah, I'm not going to get through this with stealth. The most I can hope is to get one guy with
I hope
Petrificus.
Rookwood knows what he's doing.
Was it upper or lower Hogsfield that we raided?
Reductor!
Bombarded! Incendio! Leviosa!
Stop that!
Stupefy! Bombarder! Stupefy! Leviosa!
Don't stupefy. Get out of this alive.
Repulsor!
Stupefy forever. You're going to regret. Made a great.
Protego!
Stupefy.
Right, room clear. Disarm an Ashwinder Executioner as they prepare their lightning spell. Damage a frozen enemy. Well, I'm going to have to change my toolbars if I want to do this. Disarm frozen. Oh, wait, I can do that. I've got it already queued up. There we go. We've got disarm and frozen. Right.
Revelio.
Big room. Let's loot. Unidentified face item. And a bunch of guys up there. So much loot. Let's see, what's this? Hey. Ah. Oh, man. It's not the letter.
Revelio. Revelio.
We should speak to her again. Perhaps she'll tell us where we can find that friend of hers.
She's determined to say nothing. The boss will deal with her when he arrives. What? Last time I was in Lower Oxfield, my sack was full of potions. It's no time to shelf bear it. Expelliarmus! Protego! Stupefy!
What's this? A child wandered too far.
Expelliarmus!
My one!
Revelio.
I have a feeling I'm missing a lot of stuff down there, but hopefully after I find Natty, I'll have time to loot. Or what I can do is I can locate her and then come back to finish looting. Okay, so this goes back down there. All right, that's my quest objective. I still haven't found all of the notes and loot and stuff. You are as dear to me as an augury whose voice foretells the coming rain. You are as loved by me as a carp could be. A krupp could be, whose loyalty is true and plain. You have cast a spell over my heart. I want it not undone. You have charmed me from the very start. You have always been the one. Dulcibella Filbert. This is the poem that he inlaid with gold.
The book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert. He'll be thrilled to have this back. Revelio.
Large square rugs. Elf-made ivory gloves. Okay, quest continues up there. I got the chest there. I got the secret over here, but hold on. Plum
Revelio.
Sorcerer's hat. There we go. Pink stationery, RH at the top. My darling Otto, I have read your last letter over and over and am certain to read it again each hour until we are able to meet. I dread the notion that I will not see you soon, but I am not without hope. I long for the day that our engagement can be shared with those whom we love, especially my dear father. I do not wonder at your wanting to wait until you are more settled, my love, and I know that you are doing all you can to ensure that such a situation is within your grasp. Please allow me to say that these past months of being unable to share publicly the feelings which exalt me to the utmost pinnacle of happiness have been an existential challenge indeed. And now I am off to read your letter once more. Yours affectionately, Rosie. Quintius gifted 5 Oxhorn memberships to the community. Thank you, Quintius. And congratulations to Courtney Zayas, Sathans Sakan, Kanjus McBasketball, Rumjack13, and Nightly Phoenix. Thanks again, Quintius, and congrats to all.
Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it.
Right, we can destroy it, but we've now got all of the evidence that their stories about him are true.
Revelio.
Okay, I'm thinking we got all the loot. Yep, that's it. Up we go. Did we come from here? Yeah, we came from there.
Natty must be here somewhere.
You found us. I knew you would realize I had left my wand for you. Speak to Mr. Rabe. He will tell you what you need to do.
How can she see?
Revelio. Aloha Mora.
Well, well, well. A hidden chest. Isco Rabe's wand.
Over here. I need your help.
Yeah. But I gotta loot.
Revelio.
Loot. That's the name of the game. Mr. Rabe, I will be right there just a second. All right, so hold on. Natty's over here in that cell. I got Mr. Rabe's wand. Let's give it to him.
Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
Oh dear. All right, standing back. Go for it, Mr. Rabe. Well, that was anticlimactic. Climactic, I meant. Has nothing to do with the climate.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay.
Okay, do you want your wand? I've got your wand. Well, I know you don't need it. Okay, let's check the cells. Amazing that this huge dungeon is right in Hogsmeade. Just beneath a pub, in a cellar, no less. Okay, time. Well, let's see. Time for some bombard. Let me change this. I've got 2 fire spells here. Actually, this is the one I use for spiders. So let's put that back there. Tell you what, let's put that there. Let's put that there. Let's put that there. And then we'll put Depulso, because I really only use Depulso for environmental exploration. It's all right in combat, but I mean, not as useful as other things. And then Descendo. Just there, I guess. Right. Well, no chance we're going to stealth our way out of this. Time for a melee. Or not. I totally thought they would just spawn into this room, but I guess not.
Revelio.
No. It's so dark. I can barely see. The way we came.
Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow once and for all.
Is there anything in there? Guess not. Time to get him.
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife. Miss Onai, your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashwinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
I mean, you've had lots of time to do that. We could say understood, or the authorities haven't been much help, which is true.
With all due respect, officer, the authorities haven't done much about any of this.
There's more to taking down an organization like the Ashwinders than simply storming in and hauling them off based on a few accusations. I must insist
evidence.
that you leave them to us. We shall have no further discussion on this. Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
Could the Ashwinders have in some way infiltrated the Aurors? A troubling thought.
I swear on my mother's grave, the statue near Irondale looks different than before. Swear to me.
A galleon?
The Ashwinders have ceased pestering me. I suspect that's your doing. Thank you from me and Rosie both. We're just leaving for our honeymoon after we tell Mr. Hill of our recent marriage. Wish me luck.
One of these townspeople said that the statue near Irondale looks different. I don't know if you heard it, trying to think if we have actually been to that statue before. Is that the one that did the challenges? Lower Hunk. Where's Irondale? Brockborough. Keenbridge. Irondale. Yeah. This must be what he's talking. The statue where the challenges are done. Battle Arena. That's got to be what he was talking about. All right, in the Shadow of Hope, that's where we meet Sebastian. But let's see. We've also got Phoenix Rising. Search the cave for the Phoenix. The sky's the limit. The Poacher's House Call. Talk to Poppy. Let's do that. I'd like to see if there's more to the dragon story. Now that we have returned the dragon egg. Let's locate that on the map. She's in school. Or outside of school? Outside of school. But wait a minute, there was an Accio challenge available for me over here, right? Yeah, might as well get that done.
Hello. Are you here for Summoner's Court?
That I am. Don't expect to be as lucky here as you were in Crossed Wands. Speaking of which, care to play a match?
Oh, such arrogance!
Of course, Charlotte.
Then may the best summoner win.
Charlotte's turn. Okay, so we've got 3 gravitational wells. Ooh, this is gonna be
planned.
tricky.
Accio.
Oh, precisely as planned.
Sting me with a billywig. I'll never top that. Accio.
Oh, no, don't knock me. Oh, she did.
Precisely as planned.
Oh, shut it. Julian Z says also you had a side quest in the school too. All right, thank you, Julian Z.
Accio.
Such grace.
Oh,
Finesse.
you can shut your face. Such grace, she says. She's doing really good.
Precisely as planned.
Yeah, there's no way I'm gonna do this now. What the gravitational wells?
Such grace. Finesse. Didn't I say I adore competition?
This lady. I am done with this lady.
Hard luck. Care for another round?
Absolutely. Don't count me out yet.
That's the spirit.
I just need her to make a big mistake. If I can release it on time, I might be able to get gravity to pull it in.
Accio.
Oh!
Sting me with a billywig. I'll never top that.
Well, not sure what that was, but I'll take it, I guess.
Precisely as planned.
All right, so knocking her into the blue did not seem to affect mine. No! Ugh.
Such grace. Finesse. Accio!
She's such a jerk!
Precisely as planned.
Alright. Can I knock her out?
Accio!
Well,
nice technique.
I would have done all right had I not lost that last ball. I think I can get a good 150 here.
Hard luck. Care for another round?
Absolutely. Don't count me out yet.
That's the spirit.
Such finesse.
Accio! Precisely as planned.
Accio!
Ah!
Such grace. Finesse.
Can I skip this round? I want to start over.
Accio!
Precisely as planned.
Precisely as planned.
My butt.
Such grace. Finesse.
Accio! He's a jerk.
Precisely as planned.
Is there any way I can knock her balls off here?
Accio!
No.
Such grace. Finesse.
Oh, they could have recorded more lines for her. I'm sick of hearing the same ones over and over again.
Hard luck. Care for another round?
Absolutely. Don't count me out yet.
That's the spirit. Accio! Precisely as planned.
Accio!
Precisely as planned! Precisely as planned!
Sting me with a billywig. I'll never top that. Accio! Precisely as planned. Such grace. Finesse. Accio!
So annoying! Yeah, for that gravity well, I'm gonna have to end it really close.
Precisely as planned.
Accio!
Like there. Oh. Oh, off she goes! Hey.
I'll remember that.
I still lose though. But you're right, knocking her balls off does change the
Care for
score.
another round?
All right, I got this time.
Absolutely. Don't count me out yet.
That's the spirit. Accio! Precisely as planned.
Accio!
Ah.
Nice technique. Accio! Precisely as planned.
Oh, come on! Come on! Come on! Come on! No! No!
Sting me with a billywig. I'll never top that.
All right, I'm winning.
Accio!
Don't knock my ball. Shoot. I
Precisely as
gotta
planned.
get into 50. I gotta get to 50 to win. And then if I do that, it'll knock my own ball. All right, well.
Accio!
Oh, and off it goes!
I'll remember that.
Yes!
Well, you are good.
Finally! Precisely as planned.
I'm not too proud to admit when I've lost. Where did you learn to play like that?
I play by intuition, we can say, or practice. Well, it's clearly not practice, so.
I play by intuition, natural skill and all that.
That's been my strategy.
It's a bit
I
arrogant.
suppose it only gets you so far, though. Well, you've only one opponent left now. I won't say more than that, but let's just say he's the best for a reason.
Is it Sebastian? Natural talent and all that, says Hornbottom. Okay. Let's find out about dragons.
Oh, good, you're safe.
There you are. You were in such a state when you left.
The poachers got to my gran. Someone recognized me in Horntail Hall and they got to her.
What do you mean? Is she all right?
She's fine, thank goodness. But they were at her house, our house. They assumed I'd sent the egg there. She said they took the whole place apart looking for it, screaming that we'd cost them everything.
I'm so sorry, Poppy, but everything's fine now.
I'm sorry, Poppy. I'm glad she's all right. I don't think either one of us could have anticipated that.
I should have known. I underestimated the poachers. And now another creature's in danger.
What do you mean?
The poachers refused to leave empty-handed, so they took valuable journals that Gran had discovered when she was researching rare creatures. One of them contained theories about a secret hiding place of the Snidget, long thought to be extinct.
What's a Snidget? The names of creatures in this game are just... Is that like the Quidditch ball? All right. Tell me more.
Exactly what kind of creature is a Snidget?
It's a small bird with golden feathers. It's incredible. It has rotational wings that allow it to dart quickly in any direction. In fact, the golden snitch in Quidditch is based on the Snidget, which barbarically was actually used in the sport hundreds of years ago.
Why would Snidgets be valuable to poachers?
They could make more money with Snidgets than they ever would have fighting dragons. The golden Snidget's feathers and eyes are incredibly valuable. That's why they're believed to be extinct. They were hunted out of existence by wizard kind. If the poachers found some now, I can't bear to think about the horrific way they'd be bred and killed for profit.
This sad violin is just the icing on the cake. Oh, the golden snidget. Its eyes and feathers.
Why would snidgets be valuable to poachers?
They could make more money with snidgets than they ever would have fighting dragons. If the poachers found some now, I can't bear to...
Where exactly are these snidgets allegedly hidden?
Gran says the journals were a bit cryptic, which is good. Perhaps the poachers won't be clever enough to find the birds. From what she recalls, the journals only noted that the key to finding them lay in the moonlight. Gran thinks it can be narrowed down to a handful of locations.
I take it you aren't going to let the poachers anywhere near the snidgets.
Gran wants me to stay out of it, but I know she's devastated that poachers might go after the snidgets, if they still exist. We had the element of surprise on our side when we saved that dragon, but the poachers will be watching for us now.
We need allies. Others who hate the poachers enough to help us, who value creatures as much
Merlin's beard! You're a genius! The centaurs! They'd want the snidgets protected at all costs.
Centaurs may be too hostile to help, we could say, or yeah, let's talk to the centaurs.
Sounds as if we need to go and talk to the centaurs.
We'll need to be careful in how we approach them. Tensions with them are high. Still, I think they may be our only hope. Let me think on it.
Oh, that's
I'll
it?
let you know as soon as I have a plan.
We're not racing off to save the snidgets? I hope we can actually play with the centaurs. I mean, they did the whole mermaid thing earlier, and that was a bit of a letdown. Didn't actually get to meet any mermaids. Okay, well, if that one's on a timer, we could do the Phoenix one. Or Sebastian's. I want to save Sebastian's for another day because I believe it's probably going to take a bit of time. So let's do Phoenix Rising. Ooh. Well, we need to go to places we haven't been to before.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Right, I need a quick bio break. And more fluids. I'll be right back. was that? 2 minutes, right? It's always 2 minutes. Well, we've got lots of Merlin trowels nearby. I don't want to do any. Let's fly and snag as many flue flames as possible. We're probably not able to go over the mountain, are we? Yeah, there's an invisible wall in the way. So let's get this fast travel marker. We got to go all the way around. Goodness. How do we get through? Guess we gotta go through this.
But if you don't fill up so much, you can actually go further. It's true. Eat a big meal, you'll be slowed down, but eat light and you'll be swift.
I can't... Do I have to go through the tunnel or can I go over? I mean, there is a trail leading up here. Or is that going through the tunnel? I'd rather not go through the tunnel if I don't have to. Come on, let me up. No, I gotta go through the tunnel. Right, here we go.
Over here. Hit it.
Flipendo. Expelliarmus. Protego.
This is where you
Flipendo.
Come on, I'm aiming for this one clearly.
Stupid.
Wow.
Do this for days.
Why can I not target this guy?
Is that the best you can do?
Protego. Stupid. Expelliarmus. Flipendo. You only have Ranrock to blame.
I wonder if after I get through here, I'll be able to.
Who's that?
Expelliarmus. Flipendo. Bombarda. Protego. Stupefy.
Right, so I got to get through the tunnel and get all of the fast travel markers along the way, and that's going to allow me to get through here. What's a flue flame doing in here?
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
South Sea Bog. What's in here? Hello. Treasure?
Revelio.
Hello, treasure. Dreamer's Nightwear. Alright, dueling feats blow up a red barrel with Bombarda.
Revelio.
I can do that. Wait, there's a sack in here that I missed. Oh, wait. Got it.
I think I know how and where to approach the centaurs about protecting the Snidgets. Meet me in the Forbidden Forest.
Well, we're in the middle of something else, but yeah. I'll go ahead and meet you in the Forbidden Forest in time.
Goblins will finally rule over women.
Go! Down he goes.
Revelio.
You ought to cut back on pudding. Took you for a stroll the other day. Who's that?
Oh, no one. Just me. Horn bottoming around. Let's wait for him to pass.
Ranrock's vision of goblins ruling over wizards will be fulfilled.
How not?
Expelliarmus.
Someone there.
You will bombard them from the south.
Easily diverted.
You're not very good at this, are you?
Expelliarmus.
Think that's the student who stopped. You won't get away with that.
You've one less follower, Ranrock.
Why is he talking to Ranrock? Ranrock can't hear you. Horn bottom. Okay. I see daylight at the end of that tunnel. But let's see what's in here.
Revelio.
Why can't I loot those? There we go. Now I can loot them. Okay, let's go down. I'm guessing this is to a secret, not the way out. No, it is the way out. Well, then what was up the other tunnel? Oh, wait, no, it is the secret. Yay. Getting all the treasure. Naughty Applejack says, "Hi, Oxhorn. I've got good news and bad news. The bad news is I got a death in the family coming soon. The good news is there's a new Sherlock Holmes game being worked on. Sorry to hear about the upcoming death in your family. Those are never easy. And so I wish you and your loved ones all the best. As for the Sherlock game, I'm always eager to play a new Sherlock game." Achievement unlocked, coasting along.
Revelio.
Antique compass. Unfortunately, the fact that this antique Muggle compass was dropped here means the Muggle who dropped it is probably wandering through Wales by now. Is it unfortunate that he's wandering, or is it specifically unfortunate that he's wandering through Wales? Right. Okay, I believe there was a flue flame up here that I missed. No, I got that one.
Looks rather dark in there. Never stopped me before.
Tomb of Treachery. Sounds ominous.
The wizards will have no choice but to submit to us.
All right, we're coming up on the cave.
Oh, flat of a little bastard scratch me. I'll let him live just long enough for a good...
Phoenix Mountain Cave. Oh, there's a big troll down there. Think I'll skip that.
A blockade. Rookwood's poachers are already here. Revelio.
Interesting.
Incendio. Capulso.
Well, well. Okay, well, what's up there? That's probably the way that we need to go. So this is going to lead to any secrets down here. And I see spiders, I think.
Could the Phoenix be in there? Incendio. Incendio. Protego. Confringo. Cursed fiends.
Am I taking damage? Have I been poisoned?
Incendio.
I can't go down there. Right, I think this is a dead end. I could leap to my death, but, don't think I will. I think that was the level I was on before.
Just imagine the whole blooming bird.
Oh, should have stayed at the castle.
I dream of making a better world for me.
Petricus totalis.
Ah, but a purse made of unicorns.
To relax their feelings towards that dark arts.
Right, can I get through without them noticing me? That's the question. Ooh.
Petricus totalis.
Ha!
Stop right there!
Expelliarmus. Bombarda. It's shameful what you've done to helpless beasts.
There was one, no, that came up. All right, I got all the guys down here.
Incendio.
Oh, great.
Confringo. Protego.
Ooh, spinny spin. Treasure. Okay, we're getting all the loot. Shoot, I just realized I might not have room in my bag for the Phoenix when we find it. Oh god, I think, wait, I can release some to the wild, can't I? Yeah.
More poachers. How many are there?
It's been ages since I've found anything worth poaching near Cragcroft.
Someone's here.
Someone's going to regret trespassing.
Oh! Look at that! The master sneaky guy.
Revelio.
Did I miss something over there? Yeah, looks like I missed a bag. Crap. Right, well, we need to go that way. There's a bag that way. Wait, no, we came from there. No, we didn't. Where did we come from? Oh, we came from there. Okay. Didn't need to Alohomora that one.
The Phoenix.
It can sense I'm a good guy. Here to rescue it.
It almost seems as if it wants me to follow it. I need to find it before the poachers do. Revelio.
Little platform up there.
Accio. Wingardium Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Here we go.
Revelio. Defender. Glacius. Accio. Crucio.
You're not doing anything.
Could you stop going on the ladder?
Glacius. Defender. One less poacher in the wizarding world.
Man, he just wanted to keep climbing down that ladder.
Alohomora.
Gosh. How is my inventory doing? It's pretty full. Oh, God, I've got 5 slots left. Gonna have to hit Hogsmeade after this.
Revelio.
Oh, we're over that chamber. I see. Oh. This is an interesting dungeon.
Revelio. There it is again.
Where? Where? Did I missed something? Is there anything worthwhile down there? Yeah, a few things.
Revelio.
Might as well get it all. Okay. Now, just don't fall into the water. Rowan K says, hey, I'm new here. Hey there, Rowan. Welcome to the channel.
Revelio.
Am I gonna pass by that lower? Yeah. No, I can drop down from here.
Oh. Oh. Incendio.
Ooh, I'm gonna maximize my inventory here. Okay. Jabin, your cousin, says, hey, Ox, have you tried Monkey's Shoulder Scotch? I have tried Monkey's Shoulder, and it's okay. I prefer Glenfiddich, Glen Levitt, Lagavulin, Lafroig. Glen Moraine is okay. Beware spiders. Oh, great.
Incendio. Revelio.
That's it. Well, I definitely don't want to jump down there, do I? That's all that was in here. Okay.
Confringo. Levioso. Incendio.
Come on! Wow. Wow. Way to push me off to my death. Where's it gonna put me? Come on, please don't put me at the beginning. It pushed me off the ledge. Ugh. Really? Do I gotta loot all this stuff again? I do. Come on.
Incendio.
All right, this was just the Horklump juice. Okay, let me change this particular tool here. Because curses, I don't think, work really well on spiders. Let's put the pulso there. There, I've got lots of flame. Actually, Descendo would work good here. That'll put the pulso here.
Levioso! Descendo! Potato! Confringo! Levioso! Not my fault you're a deadly great spider.
All right, we did it. There's not a lot of room here. They give me an option that they're going to attack, and then I can't roll out of the way, because if I do, I fall to my death.
Confringo! Levioso! Descendo!
That guy just dropped down right on top of me. And that's where I came from, so across we go. Oh no, it's a battle arena. New cigar. Inward!
Well, it isn't a little hypocrite.
Potato! Stupefy!
Allow me to put you out of your misery.
Levioso!
Come on!
Bombarda!
You will not survive this fight!
Levioso!
Expelliarmus!
That's fine!
What? Merlin!
Expedable! Rupendo!
Everyone gets lucky
Bombarda.
now and then.
Expelliarmus!
You dare say one of my own!
Superfly! Protego!
Who do you think you are?
That was for High Wing. The beasts are safer now.
He stayed a barrel for quite some time.
Revelio.
Alright, let's loot. And that's where we need to go. We'll get rid of that rubble in a minute. Any loot in these little spider lairs? Looks like no. Ah, yes, in this one.
Incendio.
Collection updated painting. This is the final one. Just torque lumps. And we've done a full circle. Time to depulso.
Depulso. Hello. I'm here to help. I can take you somewhere safe.
Got it!
Let's get you back to the room. Deke's going to be pleased.
Achievement unlocked, Rising from the Ashes. I mean, this looks like a nice place for a phoenix. But okay, if he wants to go home to my room of requirement, I can do.
This looks intriguing.
Whoa!
Confringo. Levioso. Confringo. There's a victory that came none too soon.
Wow. Almost got killed. With this epic spider battle at the very end of the dungeon. Jeez.
Revelio. Descendo.
Whoops.
Incendio.
What is going on here? Alright, what is this? Huh. Oh, it's a treasure vault.
Flipendo. Depulso. I should investigate.
Oh! We get to play chess! Which piece is which, though? Okay, so there's the knight. Is that a pawn? Or... yeah, it looks like a pawn. Well, what do we do here?
Revelio.
Okay.
Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
All right, this vase is the only thing I can interact with. I can't interact with any of the pieces. But I don't see a place that makes sense to put it.
Wingardium Leviosa. Confringo. Incendio.
House MD says you have to transfigure it. Oh. Oh. Wow. Smart. Okay, so that's a
This
bishop.
could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
That's a bishop. So we're trying to kill the king, I guess, so then we could put it...
Wingardium Leviosa.
Checkmate! Oh my gosh, I would not have figured that out. I didn't even think to transfigure it. And I get a crimson gloves from that. That's it. All right, well, checkmate. Hey, that's a cool one. All right, see, so it's not always a really boring treasure vault. Sometimes they're really interesting. Like, this is the first time I've seen this particular what happens if we kill the rest of them? I mean, we're already in line of sight of that one. Oh, and back it goes. All right, I think that's it. Now, this one was really clever and well done. I liked it. Okay. So, we need to go turn this into Deke. We've unlocked a new area of the world. Poseidon closed. All of this that we haven't explored yet. But you know what? We'll have time to do that later. Let's go to Hogwarts. Let's go to the room of requirement and talk to Deke.
Did you find the phoenix?
Yes, Deke. And I rescued it from the poachers. I have it here. It's safe.
Remarkable. Well, what are you waiting for? Deke cannot wait to... My heavens.
Hey, a new vivarium. And in he goes.
What a beauty. You keep it close. Professor Weasley and Deke were right to tell you about the Room of Requirement. Look at all you've done, and how many beasts you've rescued. A phoenix is safe now, because of you.
I couldn't have done it without your help, Deke. Thank you.
Deke is grateful for the kind words, and also grateful to have been of assistance to someone like yourself. Helping you do such good for so many beasts has given Deke a sense of peace Deke hasn't known in years. Deke will always be here for you when you need him.
Quest complete, Phoenix Rising. And we sorted some trauma from Deke's past. That's good. Got a phoenix feather. Nice. And a new vivarium opened up. Well, let's check it out. Yeah, here we go. Wow. Well, which of our creatures would like it here? Probably the griffin. Let's start with some conjuration.
You are the talk of the school since you saved Mr. Rabe and I from the Ashwinders. We have come so far. We should discuss the next steps in our plan to stop Harlow.
There you go, get all brushed up. Here's some kibble. Nom nom. We got a phoenix feather. Okay, we've got the cats, the dodo birds, and a niffler. And an extra jobbernal. Grassland vivarium. I wish it would tell me which beast was suitable for which vivarium. I guess the dairy coals will do good here. Beast isn't ready to be interacted with yet. I mean, that looks like someplace a griffin would like to be. We've got the swamp, that's for the frogs. Where are the other ones? No, wait, that's the swamp. What's this one? Okay, this is the cute place for the cute animals. Mooncalf, calf, puffskein, niffler, and unicorn. I've got 2 unicorns here, but they're the wrong genders for breeding. I think that's probably right. But wait, would the cat? Where did the cats go? Did the cats go here? Consult your Viviardex. Do I have a Viviardex? What's a Viviardex? Yeah, I don't think I've got anything that tells me. Beasts. Deer calls are plump, fluffy birds incapable of flight. They have the unique ability to vanish and reappear to escape danger. Muggles were aware of these birds at one time and called them dodos. However, Muggles now believe them to be extinct. So they are dodos. It's not telling me where they should go. Now, there's one creature I have yet to discover. Grant Snyder says it was a joke on the Pokedex. Well, I never watched any Pokemon, so I don't know. This looks like a place the cats would like. So, Nifflers would probably like the swamp, right? Hold on, which ones are sleeping? None of them are sleeping. Okay, so let's do a transfer here. Let's take the Nifflers out.
I'll look after you.
Let's put the cats.
Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
Alright, this looks good. Let's put the nifflers here. They probably like this. And then... Is that the one I just opened up? Yeah. Now, there's this one by the coast. I've got the owls, the... Alright, so I've got the Kneasels here. I'll move them.
Professor Howard will never believe this.
I don't see any lying down. Does it matter if they prefer a habitat or not? I guess it doesn't really matter. And then I'll put the cute cats in the cute grassland area again. Ah. And as luck would have it, I've got all male cats. I'm out of room. There we go. All right, let's
Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
identify my gear, and it's all worse except for the spectacles. Why is every pair of glasses that I get just ridiculous looking? I mean, look at that. Let's upgrade it. So the Graphorn is the one that I haven't discovered yet. It currently has Explosive 1, increased damage with Bombarda. Might as well take it. Right, then before I do anything else, I gotta go sell. Done. Let's go to Hogsmeade.
Thank you again for delivering those potions to Madame Wow. Saved me a lot of time and trouble. What can I do for you today?
I wish there was a sell all button. Got it.
I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
I've got 40,000 bucks. I'm rolling in the dough. Now, Poppy is ready for me. Surprise meeting. Meet Poppy in the Forbidden Forest. Got about 20 minutes left. Might not be able to finish this quest, but we can at least start it.
I can do this. I can do this. They will want to help.
Time to talk to some centaurs.
Is this where we're meeting the centaurs?
Well, they don't exactly know we're coming, so it's less of a meeting and more of a surprise, I suppose.
They'll understand, we could say, or they won't like this. They won't like this.
I'm not sure about this. I can't imagine they're fond of being surprised.
We don't have a choice if we want to help the Snidgets. Perhaps they'll be able to tell that we're sincere. There's something about them that's so knowing. It's almost unnerving.
Yeah, maybe they'll be able to tell. If not, they'll just kill us. But, you know, at least we tried. Centaurs are known for being wise, we could say, or centaurs don't know any more than the rest of us. I don't know. Are they wise? I guess we'll say that.
I suppose they are known for having an air of omniscience.
That's exactly the right word. I just... never mind.
What is it?
It's nothing, truly. We've no secrets to hide.
That's right. We'll simply be honest with them about what we're trying to do. They'll have to help us, won't they?
Yes, of course. You're absolutely right. We'll meet with them, tell them about the Snidgets, and I'm sure to all be fun.
Interrupted.
What do you think you're doing here, humans?
Please! We were hoping to speak with you.
Ah! I suppose you'd like a tale for your friends of the time you spoke to a centaur, and it spoke back.
No, never! We're here because we need your help.
Enough! You made a grave error in judgment in coming here, little witch.
Leave them be, Alec. We do not harm the young. It is not our way.
He's the wise one.
You forget your place, old fool. I'm the leader of this herd, and while you cling to our way, their kind continues to slaughter beasts like us without a care.
From what I can see, they have slaughtered no one. They will leave here unharmed.
Mark my words, Doran. If I ever see them again, it will be all 3 of your heads.
Foolish children. Do you know what happens to wizards who wander here? Now, follow me before
Golden
I...
Snidgets are still alive, and the poachers are after them. They know that the key to finding them lies in the moonlight, but they don't know what that means, yet. Please, help us find the Snidgets before the poachers do.
Could it be? In the south, there is a cave within which lies what the poachers seek. A moonstone. Retrieve it and place it in the henge in the forest. I, on the other hand, must go speak with the herd. Find me after you have done this.
It all worked out.
I don't understand. So the moonlight mentioned in the journal doesn't refer to actual moonlight, but to a moonstone. What do moonstones have to do with snidgets? And why was he so certain about where we could find one?
I trust him. Centaurs know things. He was annoyingly cryptic. Or isn't moonstone common? We'll try that.
Isn't moonstone all around us? Why retrieve one from a cave?
Knowing centaurs, I suspect he's referring to a specific moonstone. We'll likely know it when we see it.
He could have been a bit clearer or stayed a moment and answered our questions.
Centaurs can be cryptic. Gran says no one talks more in circles than a centaur. It is a shame how quickly he left. What was his name? Doran.
That's what the leader of the herd called him.
Well, if Doran knows something we don't, I'd rather act now and ask questions later. I can head to the library and start looking into the cave he mentioned. I'll let you know what I find.
Right.
Knowing a meat, he's likely studied here.
Oh, we found something. Oh, unicorn. I need a female, was it? Crap. Oh no, it's a hippogriff.
There. Not going to hurt you.
I don't need another hippogriff. I thought it was a unicorn. Have I done this one? No. Draco. All right, as luck will have it, the moment I move on to another quest, she'll probably send me an owl post saying, hey, guess what I just found? Yada, yada, yada. Let's see, what can we start at least? Sebastian's, I want to save that for another day. Natty. I should ask Natty how she's been doing since I helped her. Grief and Vengeance. All right, let's see if she got in trouble after we helped her out. Watch, I'm going to get an owl post as soon as I land. No, okay. Ooh. So pretty.
I have been meaning to speak with you.
Wow.
I still can't believe we escaped the Ashwinders.
You may not realize it, but you are the talk of the school since you saved me that day.
I wonder how everyone knows about it.
I told my mother in the hope that she would be more forgiving of what I have been up to if it came from me. She likely told other professors, and news travels quickly. Unfortunately, she might, in fact, have been even less forgiving than I'd hoped.
Her concern is warranted, or she should be proud of you. Both are true, but her concern is warranted.
I don't blame her for being concerned. We have been involved in some dangerous activities.
As the Ashwinders were locking me up and threatening my life, it did occur to me that my mother may have been right.
Has Officer Singer done anything with the evidence we provided?
She has not. Harlow is as strong as ever. Someone needs to stop him, whether it is us or Officer Singer. If someone had stopped the monsters like him in Matabeleland, my father would be alive today.
What exactly happened to your father?
It was a beautiful day. My mother had gone to tend to a neighbor who was ill, and so my father and I were galloping in the savannah.
Galloping? Your father was also an animagus, I take it?
He could become the most majestic giraffe, and he would carry me on his back, my arms around his neck. We were on our way home when we surprised a group of bandits who had come from our village. One of them saw me just as he removed a scarf from his face. He shouted and then aimed his rifle.
He didn't want you to identify him.
Exactly. In an instant, my father bowed his neck to protect me and was hit. As he fell, my father changed back into his human form. When the bandits saw this, they turned and ran in fear. Magic terrified them, and then he was gone. And it was all my fault.
Your fault? How so?
He died protecting me. If I had been capable of protecting myself, he would still be alive today. My mother and I tried to go on without him, but it became too much for us there. A few years later, we left to come to Scotland.
Wait, I don't get it. They were both galloping in the savannah. She was a gazelle. He was a giraffe. They saw the bandits' faces, but they were both in their animal forms, right? So why would the bandits shoot? Maybe she wasn't a gazelle at that point. She had transformed back. But, I mean, to blame herself when she's just a child, surely she knows that it wasn't her fault.
Do you think taking down the Ashwinders will avenge your father's death?
No. Vengeance is not what drives me. My father would not want that. He and my mother raised me to believe that it is a privilege to be able to fight for those who cannot. I know there is risk involved, but I feel it is worth it. I am glad you seem to think so too.
What does your mother think about all of this?
Well, as you saw, she worries a great deal. She is an excellent seer, but I think it bothers her to this day that she did not see my father's death coming. She misses him, as do I. So I believe on some level she understands my need to seek justice in a small way. But that does not mean that she likes it.
Laura says she just said she was on his back hugging her dad's giraffe neck. I see. So when she said she was galloping, she wasn't herself galloping. She was riding the giraffe that was her father. And he was galloping. Okay. Weird that the bandits would see a girl on a giraffe and be like, oh, she saw my face. Shoot to kill.
Do you think your father would approve of the things we've been doing?
Oh my. That is a good question. In theory, yes. Although he would worry as my mother does. But I think he, of all people, would understand my persistence. My father never shied away from a fight for good, no matter how ruthless the foe. And I think he would have enjoyed knowing that I had a compatriot like you.
I'm sorry, Natty. I can't imagine what you've been through. Your father sounds exceptional.
He was. Truly extraordinary. And thank you for your kind words. We all have our burdens. My father had a saying about that.
Yes, I remember. Rain does not fall on one roof alone.
Exactly. Soon you and I will put an end to the Ashwinders, beginning with Harlow. And once he is gone, we will turn our attention to Rookwood. We are making progress, and we will succeed. Thank
all right,
you again
we
for
got our
saving
story.
me. You deserve all of the praise you have received.
It's lunchtime in Hogwarts. Oh man, everything looks so tasty. Maybe I just need some lunch. All right, so we've got Sebastian's, and then we've got The Sky's the Limit, Speak with Amelia Reyes. That's another race, and I don't think I have time for that. But in Hogwarts, I'm seeing a couple of other side quests that we can snag while we're here. What's this? All's Well That Ends Bell. Speak to the Hufflepuff in the Astronomy Wing. Let's see what the Hufflepuff has for us. Oh, really? 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 2 crashes in one broadcast. I think that might be a record. And I've got like 7 minutes left. Is that even enough time to get the game loaded up? By the time I get the shaders processed, it'll be time to end the broadcast. All right, hold on. Let's see here. And I can't exit Steam yet because Hogwarts Legacy is winding down. Well, I think I might just end it there. I mean, I'm trying to figure out why. I mean, there were a lot of reflections on the ground in Hogwarts, and most of my crashes do happen in Hogwarts. In dialogue, when talking with characters in Hogwarts, when going down the stairs in the Ravenclaw Tower. Just now, while exploring a hallway where there were a lot of reflections on the ground. It could just be a problem with rendering light in the game. That's my guess. But anyway, I'm out of time. Thanks, everybody, for joining me. We got a lot done despite everything. We advanced many plot lines, solved many quests, and I'm glad you guys are here for it. Thank you so much for joining me. We'll pick up with more Hogwarts Legacy next week. Same Ox time, same Ox channel, Mondays at 10 o'clock in the morning. For the rest of this week on Wednesday, we're going to continue with The Last of Us Part 1. Thursday is Scotch and Smoke Rings. We've got more of Resident Evil 4. And then another lore video for the weekend. The next chapter and the full story of Fallout 4. Continuing with the Institute plotline. The drums of war are beating in the Institute. And we might have to make some very difficult decisions. If you don't want to miss it, be sure to subscribe on YouTube. The next chapter will be really interesting. Thanks for joining me. Have a wonderful rest of your Monday. And I'll see you all again very soon with more lore videos and more live streams. Bye-bye now. Oh, lost my lens cap. Find it there.